Hello, brothers and sisters. We're happy to welcome you to a new edition of our show titled Speak of Africa. There's a lot happening. As I say, as Africans, we are suffering, but we are smiling. So that's what we have to do. When you do this, then you find that life becomes bearable. We have a whole lot of news for you today. As we say, we like to be different from other channels. We want to bring you the news, but we want to put this news in context so that we can analyze it and make sense out of it, which is what we do every week. Today, we're going to use the backdrop of the Franco-African Youth Summit to put our stories together. You know, France is a major player in Africa, so they have a whole lot to say concerning what happens in the lives of your average African. Especially for those of you who are Anglophones, we try to study what is happening in Francophone Africa, then we share it with you because we speak French and we understand the language very well. So, we're going to talk today a whole lot about freedom for our people and the misery of our people, the plight of our people. This is why this channel is the voice of Africans, because we want to reflect the African point of view. And we're going to do this by looking at stories in Ambazonia, La République du Cameroon, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Kenya, Libya, and Nigeria. So we have a whole lot of countries we're going to touch on. We usually do this to educate you on what is happening all over the world. Without further ado, let's start with Ambazonia. Well, the big news in Ambazonia remains. When you look at the newspapers, we have so many of them. You look at the headlines, La République, Ambazonia. Most of the stories just focus on the struggle, the armed struggle, the civil war that is going on in this part of the world. That has really been the focus. It's a story that doesn't really change. It's always number one on the agenda. When you look at all the newspapers, even Twitter has started collecting information on telephones to look at how the armed struggle in La République du Cameroon and Ambazonia is affecting the people. So we take all this information, then we share it with you so that you know that we're really the voice of the people. We're concerned with the plight of the people. Well, PM Dion Gute visited the Northwest region, and he was hoping to play politics and deceive the people. But he always said there is peace. The people gave him a big surprise. They started shooting. He was escorted just like a little chicken out of the place. The guy started shooting, so PM Dion Gute had to run away back to where he's a prime minister in exile in a foreign country called La République du Cameroon. You could see the way the military guys were protecting him. You could just tell that this guy does not even have the freedom to speak freely in that part of the world. But why was he coming to preach peace when he knows there's no peace? So sometimes we really laugh when we see people acting out of character. He himself started soliloquizing. We want our freedom, we want our sovereignty back. So the people were just making fun that who is this guy really speaking to? Is he confused or what? He forgets sometimes that he's actually representing the government of La République. He started speaking like a representative of the state of Ambazonia. So we ask ourselves, who is he speaking for? Is he speaking for the dictator Paul Biya, or is he speaking for the people of Ambazonia? Because he started speaking ex-tempore. We want our freedom, we want our sovereignty, we want our territory, we want everything back. Okay, so this really provided some form of comic relief to most of the people who love Ambazonia. They were like, well, finally, God was speaking through this dude, but they didn't give him much time. In fact, immediately after he left, the Ambazonia Restoration Forces started fighting back. In fact, they burned a school. We have the picture we can show you, because some of these students were brought to come and salute the fake Prime Minister of La République du Cameroon. And the Ambazonia Restoration Forces did not like this. It did not sit well with them. So they had to burn the school.
Yeah, this one of what? Na place where military be stay for what? So now we this for the na me ninja. We don't come there. Now they have this way we don't born. Because all they go run. They don't stand and start, they go run. They go run all. Because this land not be their land. They can't demarcate we mame them, we papa them, we picking them, we kiki, we picking them for nothing. Now we this we don't come born them, now for what so? Yeah, now look, Simon obviously come.
In addition, they had to also burn a place where they were using as an army base. The Biya militia of Paul Biya were using this place as an army base in the northwest region. So the Ambazonia Restoration Forces decided to also burn it to the ground. So you see that who are these people deceiving? But then we have a character, I think one Dr. Vivian Asheri Kilo. We hear, I think she works for La République, maybe the Prime Minister's office. She came and was saying that the people of Ambazonia should forget about the breakaway Republic of Ambazonia. They should forget about their independence. Well, look at this. This is a son of the soil. Her father hails from the Bansor area. So she should really know the plight of the people. But because she's dining at the table with the devil, so she decides now to support La République. I think they call her Asheri Vivian Kilo. That's the name. You can even see video of her talking to people that the Ambazonia independence will never happen. But this is what people have been saying. These are the type of people who believe that it will never happen, but it will happen. Back then, these are the type of people who were saying that the United States will never get independence from Great Britain. It will never happen. But it did, right? These are the same people who were saying that, oh, Indonesia will never give independence to East Timor. What happened? It did. It happened. These are the same people who were saying Ethiopia will never give independence to Eritrea. It did. These are the same people who were saying Sudan will never give independence to South Sudan, but it happened. So these are the naysayers. We just feel sorry for them because when Ambazonia gets its independence, what are they going to do? We think the most gratifying words this week really came from the former U.S. Assistant Secretary for Africa under President Donald Trump, Mr. Tibor Nagy. He made a statement that it looks like the train has left the station and it seems as if the Paul Biya government has to make a decision. They should have to choose either genuine federation or Ambazonia paradise. The two, what do you want? Either he decides to dialogue genuinely with Ambazonians, or Ambazonia, which is a paradise, will break away and the people will live in peace as neighbors. What does he prefer? So the choice is theirs. So now it looks like Mr. Paul Biya is in a dilemma. He doesn't know what to choose. He doesn't know whether he should choose genuine federation or he should choose to send the Ambazonians packing to go their way. So this is where he finds himself in this quagmire. It's a really tough situation, really difficult to choose between two things. But that's where he finds himself. But we say he has to make a choice. He's still in denial. We analyzed this psychologically last time. They are still in denial. Let them stay in denial. But we want to feed you with a lot of the pictures and videos. Their action is still going on. And there is more collaboration on the ground. We notice that there are more Ambazonians who are calling for collaboration. Okay? This is a good sign. We saw fighters exchanging weapons, returning weapons to their friends. So this is a good thing.
Agree to now, my people, for Ambazonia. Today date na 6th of October 2021, Wednesday today. Na pa General Milipi that stand with that two guns them for hand, two Kalashnikov, alias Ekpekechi 1. The guns them will be owned by Pa Fimasha 10 Kobo. So Pa Fimasha 10 Kobo don't send this picking them, may they take this gun today. So we don't decide say in the course of peace, in the sake of peace, may they hand the two guns them back. The two Kalashnikov them back from Pa 10 Kobo. So now Pa General Milipi that he hand the gun them for Pa 10 Kobo picking them. I hope say una be Pa 10 Kobo picking them no?
Yes sir.
Now Pa 10 Kobo send una?
Yes sir.
Okay. So Pa 10 Kobo ne picking that don't take that gun for one hand and small time they go enter road come back safely. Just because of peace, we don't want any problem may happen within ourselves. So that we get good collaboration for the land for deliver our people. I thank you all. Bye Pekechi. You get something for talk.
Okay.
Then we also saw a young lady, we don't really know her name, but we are going to use a video that one of you sent to us. She is also trying to sue for peace. She wants the people in the diaspora who support this struggle to be nice to the fighters. She wants the fighters to use their own initiative to stop listening to the fake patrons in the diaspora. And when we look at this video, it's by a female with the Ambazonian flag. She spoke well and she tried to raise a lot of issues in this video, and we really like the video, and we think her message was very positive, and we could sense her feelings for the sufferings of the people of Ambazonia.
Hey yo, Shape, I thought you was gonna take me to this place so I could get my taxes done. You know I'm trying to buy a new house. What's up?
Let's get it on. If you're searching for a house, call up my man Prince Ojong, the best in real estate. Take it from your guy Shape. When I say his services are the best in the states where he's born, he even take care of your tax forms, fat refunds. So come, get your business done. Consultations, financial organization, fast processing, no waiting. This man is amazing. The Prince.
Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131.
So next we'll move to Burkina Faso. What's happening in Burkina Faso? Burkina Faso has a trial today. It's a trial who killed Thomas Sankara. Thomas Sankara is a hero. He's a military guy who led this country, and he was assassinated by his best friend, Blaise Compaoré. They made a coup d'etat together, and they made him the president of the country. He decided to take the country to a new direction. He changed the name of the country from Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, which means the land of upright people, people who have integrity. By contrast, Blaise Compaoré is really a Satan. It's a Mephistopheles. He kills his own friend in cold blood and takes over his position as president. So it reminds me of the story when you read Hamlet by William Shakespeare. You kill somebody, then you inherit what the person has without any effrontery. Today, the people of Burkina Faso are ready to discover the truth about who killed Thomas Sankara. For so long, the people have been afraid to speak because Blaise Compaoré has been in power for over 27 years, and he made sure that nobody spoke. The whole subject of Sankara was taboo. But the people got fed up. The spirit of Sankara started fighting, and eventually the spirit of Sankara chased Blaise Compaoré out of Burkina Faso to Ivory Coast. Now he's with his friend Alassane Ouattara, because his wife is also Ivorian. But this is a bad dude. These are the type of people who keep Africa in slavery. Thomas Sankara wanted to take his country to a different path, the path of freedom, the path of self-reliance, which was a very good philosophy. The people can do with little, instead of borrowing and indulging in what they don't merit to have. He wanted the people to live a different type of life, self-sufficiency, which was a positive message, but Blaise Compaoré killed him, and a dream died on that day. Even today, the people are still mourning Thomas Sankara, their hero, their icon. Are the people finally going to get the truth today? We think so. And the hands of the French are everywhere. When you look at what happened to Thomas Sankara, in fact, even the former president, François Mitterrand of France, did not really like this guy, and they really hated him because he spoke the truth, and they don't like you when you speak the truth. So even today, you can see that France is holding a summit. Instead of holding a summit with deadwood African presidents, dictators, this time Emmanuel Macron has chosen to hold this summit with young Africans. But does he think they're not going to ask tough questions? I can tell you, I watched a lot of pictures of this summit. The young Africans were asking very intelligent questions. In fact, Emmanuel Macron could not really believe himself. They described the relationship between France and Africa as a dirty pot. The pot is dirty. So if you want us to eat in it, we need to clean it. So this is the metaphor that one of the young ladies from Burkina Faso used to describe the relationship between France and most of the African countries. So we need a change. We need new beginnings. Is Emmanuel Macron uses these Africans as a form of window dressing for his presidential run for the next election? Or is he really a guy who wants to start a new beginning with Africa, a reset? Well, the world is going to see. We don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, but we're going to see if that's what is going to happen. Then, of course, we're going to move to the Central African Republic. The rebels in that country are also still fighting the present government of Touadéra, Assange Touadéra. They killed a lot of people, and we really feel sad for the people of the Central African Republic. While the poor people are dying, foreigners are stealing their resources. Russia, France, and all the other guys, they are stealing their resources. It's very, very sad. Next, we'll move to Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea is a story we've brought on this show many times, but this time we're really going to focus on ill-gotten wealth. While you see Africans are suffering, you have a lot of migrants leaving their country, dying in the sea, dying in Latin America on the way to heaven in America and Europe. You have Africans who are creating misery for their own people. And one of these is Obiangema. His son is really a knucklehead, a drug addict, a playboy. His father was thinking that he could really groom him to take over, but this guy doesn't even have the discipline to be a dictator. And his father treats him just like trash. So the way this guy who lacks any self-confidence, he enjoys his life is by spending money. And he spends money like it's water. And when he spends money, you'll be like, is this just a poor country? He spends money as if he's royalty. So this is a guy who loves Michael J. Jackson, the former king of pop. So he's been buying Michael Jackson memorabilia with all the money his country has. He had mansions in Malibu, in California. But so far, some journalists, especially Casey Michel is writing a book. And this book really shows the ill-gotten wealth of this Teodoro, the son of Obiangema. You can see the guy, beautiful woman, organizes some of these big parties, batches everywhere. Then they enjoy themselves. Then he sleeps until 9 p.m., wakes up late. But the people are suffering, but he just gets a high when he spends the money of his people, when he squanders it. Even in Europe, we've shown you stories. We did a lot of stories where his very expensive vehicles were seized. And now even the FBI is on his tail. But America has become a heaven. Most people have been talking about the Cayman Islands and other places, Switzerland being places where the rich African dictators hide their dairy money. But America too has become a powerful destination for dairy money, for blood money. And this book, American Kleptocracy by Casey Michel, sheds a whole lot of light on the way America is drawing dairy money. Even though we have the Patriot Act, which is fighting against terrorism and ill-gotten wealth, America is still the destination of a lot of this money from all these crooks and bandits and highway robbers you call presidents in Africa. When you read this book, American Kleptocracy by Casey Michel, you're going to get all these details, and he focuses more on Teodoro of Equatorial Guinea. You're going to see this in the book. Next, we'll move to Gabon. Gabon too is hit also by the news stories. A few years ago, you guys had heard of the Panama Papers, which is a work of investigative journalists uncovering the money secrets, the tax havens, where most of these rich Africans go and hide their money so that they will not be taxed, that they can enjoy it even after they leave power. Their families can enjoy this money. Gabon has always been one of the culprits, starting even with the father, Omar Bongo. Ali Bongo has continued the same tradition, stealing money. He was named in this new book, which had to do with the Pandora Papers. So it's just like a Pandora box. They poke this Pandora box open, and it's revealing all the secrets of these rich Africans. Okay? So Ali Bongo is listed in it. Ali Bongo is not alone, of course. The other guy who is listed is the guy from Kenya. Uhuru Kenyatta has been president of Kenya. if you know Kenyan history, his father used to be Jomo Kenyatta. This was the hero who fought for the independence of Kenya. Most Kenyans know that the Kenyatta family is rich, but they did not know that this family has a whole network of crooks who are stealing money from the country and hiding it in tax havens offshore. Okay? Some journalists even asked President Uhuru Kenyatta about the Pandora Papers. He did not really want to say anything because he knows he's really a culprit, he's guilty. The family has a lot of wealth. Where did the money come from? What kind of job are they really doing? What kind of business are they really running in Kenya that can make them so much money? Well, the money comes from a lot of shady deals they've been doing. They take bribes from foreign companies, multinationals. When they take these bribes, they keep this money offshore so that Kenyans should not see it. And they don't pay taxes on this money. So they rob the Kenyan government of a whole lot of stuff, which is a sad thing, okay? From Kenya now, we'll move to Libya.
Now more than ever, it is critical that medical facilities utilize modern, reliable electronic health records. Introducing Alexia HTC, the innovative, affordable online solution for physicians and patients. Doctors' visits, diagnoses, prescriptions, and billing have never been easier. With Alexia HTC, you can work more efficiently with the integrated flexibility medical professionals need today. Schedule a live demonstration. Call or visit us at alexiahtc.com.
Libya is also presenting a story, the story of migrants, African migrants. Why are young Africans leaving their countries? Why are they taking the risk to travel to Libya in order to cross into Europe for a better life in Europe? It's because of a mirage. They believe they can live better lives in Europe. Many of them meet insurmountable odds when they are trying to cross from Libya to Europe. Most of the time, the destination is Italy. Then from Italy, they start going to other European countries. But so far, when they get to Libya, life is not easy for them. More misery follows them. Sometimes they have to pay ransom. They have to become slaves. So the troubles are just so many. Then sometimes the boats capsize and the migrants die. So it's a very, very sad story when you see migrants leaving their countries, traveling because they are running away from misery. If African leaders were making life comfortable for their own people, we think more Africans will not be dying on the high seas. They will not be maltreated in foreign lands. So we just think this problem is a problem that needs to be addressed. So even as Macron is making noise, talking about a new beginning, these are the type of issues that he needs to address, not just talking when he meets African youth at a summit. He needs to do something concrete. And we're waiting to see what is going to happen. If he is just trying to use Africans for a re-election game, we'll know what is happening. From Libya now, we go to Nigeria, and this is where we're going to end the show of today. When we look at the story of Nigeria, insecurity continues. Buhari is in denial, saying that it doesn't exist. And the politicians are corrupt. When Mr. Buhari was running for president the very first time, he was campaigning as a crusader, as a jihadist, somebody who is starting a holy war to clean the country so that it becomes pure without corruption. Unfortunately, right now he is really at the epicenter of corruption. His government is very corrupt and his cronies are corrupt. So we don't even want to say much. We have a video which one of you sent to us. A young Nigerian lady who plays the part of a Nigerian governor is playing the role with a market seller who acts as a journalist. She asks the governor questions and the governor answers truthfully. And when you watch this video, you really feel sad for Nigeria. We wanted to talk a whole lot about Nigeria today, but we don't want to talk. We really want to share this video with you so that you watch what this dramatization can do. Because they say it speaks louder. In fact, it presents the subject better, so that way I should not sound like a broken record. Every week I say the same thing. So let this lady speak for a few minutes. Please just take the time to listen to her until the end of the show.
So what do you have here?
Rice and tomato.
Will you still complain I did not build road?
No, ma.
Will you still complain I did not build hospitals?
No, ma.
So this is your own share. Go and enjoy, go and enjoy. Are you not the woman that lost her husband?
Yes, ma.
Your husband died because they say I did not pay his gratuity.
Yes, ma.
Have you buried your husband?
Yes, ma.
When did you bury him?
Last year.
Last year?
Yes,
and you have come to receive your own rice and your own tea tomato?
Yes, ma.
Okay, no problem. Go and enjoy. Go and enjoy.
Thank you, ma. Hey, thank you, ma. Thank you, ma.
Go and enjoy.
Good day, madam. Good day, Madam Governor. Your people are complaining you have not paid worker salary, you have not built road, you have not built hospital, and you are still coming out for the second time. How do you think these people will vote for you again for the second time after promising them? How can you convince them for them to vote for you? What strategy do you have?
The strategy is simple. We are adopting the more you look, the less you see strategy. Well, it's a simple thing. For you to win any political post in Nigeria, you just need to be humble. My co-governors did it. In the person of Owela Nayorocha Okorocha, the former governor of Imo State. Okorocha was leaking watermelon from street to street, road to road. Rochas Okorocha almost finished 1 trailer load of watermelon where he was begging people to vote for him. What of Willie, the current governor of Anambra State? Willie Obiano was jumping from one keke to another, from one Okada to another, walking, hugging granite sellers, hugging pure water sellers, just for them to vote for him. And Willie is the current governor of Anambra State. So for you to win the people's heart, you have to come to the people's level. You have to be humble. You have to adopt the humility methodology, humility mechanism, and every Nigerian will vote for you. Secondly, give them money. Nigerians are hungry. Just give them money. Give Nigerians money, and they will vote for you and vote for you over and over again. Secondly, or thirdly, give them rice. Nigerians don't joke with jollof rice and fried rice, and rice and stew. That is why every Sunday, almost all the homes in Nigeria cook rice. When the federal government closed border, Nigerians almost collapsed because of Abakaliki rice and foreign rice. Give them rice and you will win election. They said I did not build road for them, that I did not build hospitals, that I did not do nothing for them in the state. But when I assumed office, of course I was supposed to build hospitals, I was supposed to do roads. But what is the need? When Nigerians love temporary results instead of the permanent ones, I had to save the money. This is part of the money I'm supposed to use to construct road. This is part of the money I'm supposed to use to build hospitals. I decided to save it to buy trailer loads of rice and tomato to share to them during election, and that is what is happening. That is exactly what is currently going. I have to give them money and I have to give them rice. When I did my first tenure, I gave them 1,000 naira to vote for me, and I was voted in. But after the NSAS protest, it now get to us. We now realize that Nigerians are very much awoke. They might not accept 1,000. So what do? We have to re-strategize by giving them 5,000 naira, 15 cups of rice, 1 tin tomato, 1 geisha, and 1 big onions. There is no family in Nigeria today that you will give 15 cups of rice that will not vote for you. No family, because Nigerians are hungry. Are they not the ones begging from one giveaway post to another? So that is the strategy. For you to win, just give them rice, give them money, be humble, and you are a governor already.
Madam Governor, they are killing people in your state. Why are you not concerned about it?
They are killing people in my state. I heard that. Fulani herdsmen, they are killing my people. Well, we are not concerned because we don't love the people. We don't love the people that are voting for us. When you love the people that are voting for you, when they kill them, you will be concerned. And I know that many people are not really happy because they will say, why are the Eastern governors not talking? They are killing people. Why Boko Haram have not been proscribed? Why the Fulani herdsmen have not? Because we cannot have the situation, our hands are tied. Secondly, we don't love the people. We can only speak for the people or feel concerned for the people if we love the people. We only want them to vote for us. We give them money, they vote. That is what we want. If they want to kill all of them, let them kill all of them. What is my business? I only want to get money, more money. As a governor.
Will Nigeria be better again?
Nigeria cannot be better. Not rocket science. Nigeria is sitting on a time bomb. Nigeria cannot be better when we have hungry journalists like you. Nigerian journalists are the problem Nigeria is facing. Just like this interview that you are asking me this question, once this interview gets to the public domain, it's going to jeopardize my chances of becoming the governor of my state. And the opposition party will use it against me. And I need to collect the clip from you. So because I want you to tell lies, what will I do? Nigerian journalists only understand the language of money. brown envelope journalists. Just give them money. And that is it. The truth is truncated. Give them money to tell lies. They will tell as many lies as possible. And everything comes to your favor. I have sat down as a governor in my state for more than 4 years, paying journalists to tell lies. Paying journalists to tell lies. And that is what is benefiting me as a governor. So if you want to succeed as a governor, pay journalists in Nigeria to tell lies. They don't have integrity. They're only after their money. They are hungry.
What is the way forward?
There is no way forward. Nigeria doesn't have any way forward. I have said it countless times. I'm a governor. And I'm speaking from the perspective of a governor. My co-governors know that I'm speaking the language they're speaking. Just that we are cowards. We are scared. We cannot talk. When we talk, the people that are holding our political posts, we take it away from us. So what do? We dance to their tone. We are like their slaves. We are slaves to the organ at the top. They are there. They have greater powers.
Thank you for listening to her, and we thank you for watching our show of today. Subscribe. Thank you very much.
Is your EMR EHR COVID-19 ready? If not, you do not know what you are missing. Why do you suffer in silence? Be smart. Turn to Alexia HTC today. Alexia HTC is the leader in virtual solution and communication technology in these times of pandemic crisis. When the unexpected happens, who are you going to call? Alexia HTC. Come and see how Alexia HTC Cloud Communications are enabling your fellow healthcare providers to consult with patients virtually and making big money. Alexia HTC also enables your employees to work remotely during the COVID-19 crisis. Are your employees safe? Do not jeopardize the health and safety of your patients and practice. What can Alexia HTC do for you? Alexia HTC is the new colossus, the sister of physicians, who gives you back liberty, that is, the freedom to practice medicine your way. Vivacious virtual visits wherever you please. Amazing e-prescribing. Quick access to patient information. Easy access to medical records from other providers. Rapid drug allergy checks. Integrated lab tests and results. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled doctors yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your greedy corporations. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed physicians, to me. I give them the refuge. The happy home of Alexia HTC. Act now. Browse alexiahtc.com or call 240-350-1131.
Medical practice software is too old. Indeed, all the programs are built on MUMPS, technology of the 1950s, and the programs cost too much money. Epic and Cerner cost billions of dollars. Meditech costs thousands of dollars too. In fact, that's why we created alexiahtc.com, a new and free EMR/EHR for doctors. alexiahtc.com is built for HIPAA. Yes, magical one-screen technology, ease of use, quick charting, amazing e-prescribing, tight labs integration, multi-office difference, because we believe doctors and patients need a break today. Be the first to test drive alexiahtc.com. You have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. Act now. Call 240-350-1131. Alexia Care Corporation at alexiahtc.com.
Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.